This is 7 National News. Here are the headlines. Ajman police seize 10 million dirhams worth of counterfeit tyres. Abu Dhabi police launch aviation security campaign. And research reveals more public nurseries are needed in the UAE. Ajman police have seized 10 million dirhams worth of counterfeit tyres. According to officials, the police had earlier received a notification from the Industrial Area Police Station surrounding copyright violations, which led to the uncovering of a number of illegal residents utilising warehouses who were storing large quantities of fake tyres. The violators were planning to sell the tyres at lower prices and use the same trademarks of renowned tyres on the fake products. Abu Dhabi police have launched an aviation security campaign to enhance offshore-bound travellers' perceptions and awareness on the importance of airport security measures. Titled Offshore Aviation Security Awareness Campaign, the initiative is part of the efforts made by the Ports and Airport Security Department and Abu Dhabi Marine Operating Company to limit the extent of violations that are most likely to impede the implementation of airport security measures. The Kalimat Publishing House has announced the launch of a project that will develop teaching resources for Arabic teachers in preschools and primary schools. The Huruf project has been launched under the guidance of CEO Sheikha Budur Sultan Al Qasimi to improve and promote the language skills of children between the ages of 4 and 8. The CEO says the aim of the project is to present Arabic within general guidelines in a detailed form, where each grade covers up to 10 themes in key stories to help improve the quality of Arabic teachings. The UAE is one of the world's most resource-rich countries. Although a high oil price is good for the country's bottom line, some UAE companies are still looking for more environmentally friendly and cost-effective alternatives. And it appears the answer lies in waste cooking oil. June Wrigley has more.
Biodiesel refers to a vegetable oil or animal fat-based diesel fuel. Biodiesel is an opportunity to recycle waste produced into environmentally friendly fuel. SS Luta Group and Practical Energy Solutions have launched the BioBot processor, which converts waste vegetable oil into biodiesel through a relatively simple process. Using the BioBot processor, first the waste vegetable oil is heated to over 60 degrees Celsius. Then a chemical catalyst such as methanol or caustic soda is added into the mix to separate the oil. Next, the waste glycerol is drawn off, leaving raw biodiesel. And lastly, the biodiesel is filtered using an internal ion exchange process. The BioBot processor has its own dispensing fuel pump, which can simply fill your vehicle. The key idea behind the BioBot is that nothing is wasted in this self-contained process. Waste vegetable oil is converted into biodiesel at a 1-to-1 conversion ratio. Any waste glycerol can be easily converted into soap or liquid fertilizer, making the waste product 100% recycled.
The biggest advantage is you're taking a waste product, which is waste cooking oil if you like, and converting it into a usable energy. Clearly, there's two advantages mainly. The first advantage on price, if I take the parallel of the European situation, in Europe we spend around in UK about £1.30 per litre for our regular diesel. It would cost you around 20p to make a litre of biodiesel, so that's a clear advantage. Here in the Middle East, there's also still price advantage, although the price of fuel is much lower. But the biggest key advantage is the carbon emissions. Biodiesel emits 80% less carbon emissions, which is a real factor in an area which is obviously heavily polluted. Disadvantages: there's always been suspicion about using biodiesel in vehicles, but even manufacturers today are allowing biodiesel to be used in certain percentages in their vehicles.
Biodiesel can be used alone or blended with petrodiesel. The SS Luta Group currently powers its fleet of heavy vehicles using biodiesel. With 80% less carbon emissions and cheaper in costs, biodiesel makes for a very practical and cost-effective decision that maximizes energy savings, not only for businesses but also for school districts, municipalities, or manufacturing sites. Through the Green Car program, SS Luta Group hopes that UAE businesses and residents will pick up on the idea and think twice before throwing out any precious cooking oil. Every single drop of waste can easily be recycled into energy. June Wrigley, 7 National News.
Research on the development of nursery and kindergarten education in Dubai has stressed the need to formalise a framework to create more public nurseries in the UAE. With only 2 public nurseries in Dubai catering to 43 Emirati children in 2009, the lack of public nurseries in the city is troubling for some families. In contrast, a total of 84 private nurseries cater to over 7,594 children across Dubai. The results come from an extensive study undertaken during 2008 and 2009 as a part of research on early childhood education. And in world news, Sri Lanka monsoon rains are wreaking havoc after spreading to more villages and towns on Sunday. Officials have reported at least 14 deaths and more than 1 million with flooded homes. The Disaster Management Centre in Colombo said the number of police in state-run shelters rose to 236,000 by Saturday evening and that approximately 1 million people had their homes inundated. The latest flooding came after the United Nations issued an appeal for $51 million in emergency aid to help people affected by last month's floods. And later on in the programme, we find out about the latest in environmental preservation and wildlife protection projects in the UAE. But up next, Linda Berenger has the day's business news.